A former gas station manager in California is out of a job right now after making the mistake of selling premium gasoline for 69 cents a gallon instead of $6.99 a gallon. The man in question is named John Cesena, and he worked at a Shell station in Rancho Cordova, California. Once customers realized that there was a mistake, they flooded to the gas station, and wouldn't you know, they were totally willing to take advantage of that 90% discounted gasoline. I'm surprised they didn't show up with buckets and everything else they could to store that gas, because prices for gasoline right now are at record highs, especially over in California, $7 plus per gallon. You'd think that they would try to do all they could, but the problem is obviously that nothing comes for free, and this was a small, independently owned gas station, and ultimately there were about $20,000 in losses that resulted from all of this. Cesena said about this, quote, once I realized what was going on, I immediately thought we had been robbed, and I was scared that something terrible had happened to the cashiers. He was unfortunately fired over this mistake, and he said about it, quote, even though it cost me my job, it's fine because the truth is, it was my fault. So he's definitely in good spirits over this, and you can't help but feel bad for this guy. Everyone makes mistakes, right? Everyone types in the wrong number here and there. Everyone will put in a typo, and for this guy, it just happened to result in $20,000 in losses for his company. Now, for most people, that's where the story would end, but in John's case, it actually continued because his sister felt so bad about it that she decided to set up a GoFundMe to help the newly unemployed John make up the lost funds to his former employer. The GoFundMe was hugely successful. It surpassed the $20,000 mark that they were trying to raise, actually reaching and surpassing $24,000. John's sister said about this, quote, he doesn't have to pay it back, but just the fact that he is doing it and wants to do it shows a lot of character and honesty and responsibility, and I'm really proud of him for that. You gotta wonder, how can this guy stay fired, right? Like, for one, this was an honest mistake, which I understand sometimes people can get fired for honest mistakes. Honest mistakes can kill people, or they can, as in this case, cost a company $20,000. But then even after all of that, he didn't become a disgruntled former employee like most people would do in that circumstance. No, he raised the money not to pay for his own living expenses, but to pay back his former employer, and then some, right? Because he actually raised $24,000. So if anyone deserves their job back, it's this guy. Maybe if he's not able to get the job back at the gas station, I'll have to talk to David about hiring him at the show, because this is exactly the type of commitment and character that we want in an employee here. And if he makes another mistake, if he makes like a typo for us, well, it's probably just going to result in a YouTube title being mislabeled, and we'll have to go in and fix it. It's not going to likely result in us losing $20,000. So this is maybe not the most important story, but I thought that with all this craziness surrounding gas prices, it would be an interesting one to bring to your attention today.